Okay, so you can select two boards on one card. Click there, and these images are all at random, and this is all non-repeatable. Comes from one deck, if you will. And if you refresh the page, I'm going to do that by pressing F5. It'll load a new set of random images every time you hit F5. When you like the images you see, you select print. I'm going to hit Control P. And then, as you can see here, it's ready to print. Let me move the screen a little bit. It's on a US sheet of paper. That's ready to go, and you would just hit the print button right here, and it'll print on wherever you need it to go. I'm going to hit cancel, and I'm going to close this page. And if you wanted maximum two repeats, just click it. This means that card number 1 is dealt randomly from the deck, and then card number 2 is dealt randomly from a separate deck, if you will. So you have the possibility of having repeats. As you can see here, this number 2 card is repeated. And let me hit F5. And so you see here the number 7 card here, Escalera, is repeated. The Sirena is also repeated. So anything on card 2 has the possibility to be repeated from card 1, since we selected maximum 2 repeats. So when you select 4 cards or 4 playing boards on one sheet of paper, unfortunately I cannot have non-repeatable cards because there's only 54 different images in a deck, and 4 boards gives you 64 images, so you're going to have some repeats. So I went ahead and just took control of that and have here maximum of 2 repeats or maximum of 4 repeats. So if you click on here and see here, so card 1 and card 2 are dealt from one deck, and cards 3 and 4, or boards 3 and 4, are dealt from another deck. So these two game boards will never repeat each other. These two will never repeat each other, but these two can have repeating images from any of these two. And that's how it goes, because that's how it's dealt. And if you select 4 repeats maximum, which means each playing board is dealt from its own deck, if you will. So playboard number 2 can be a repeat. Here we go. Camarón is a repeat. And number 3 can also be another repeat. Here again, you see Camarón again repeated. And card number 4, I keep saying card, but they're playboards. As you can see here, Camarón is there again. So in fact here, you have 4 repeats. Technically it's 3 repeated, 1 original. But there you go. So that's what maximum of 4 repeats is. So at any given time, you could have up to 4 of the same image on the same sheet of paper. Now notice how these are up and down. It's portrait mode. If you hit Control P to print, they will be in on the sheet of paper, already set to vertical alignment automatically. Now this is all for US paper. If you have other types of papers or anything, just go ahead and go into your settings and make sure it looks good here before you hit print. Okay, and now let me go and talk about, let's see here. Well, let me do the 8 boards real quick. 8 boards, same thing. This one's maximum 4 repeats. That means boards 1 and 2 is one deck. Board 3 and 4 is the second deck. these two are another deck, and then these two are finally a fourth deck. So any of these can be a repeat of any of these, or these, etc. That's for people who like to put something down a lot, so you don't have multiples. And of course, you refresh the page until you like it. So some people say that they might want to have 4 Sirenas. So there's 1, there's 2, there's none here, and there's 1 here. So there's a maximum of 3 Sirenas. If you didn't like that, you hit refresh until you are satisfied with the images that you have, and then you go print them. Okay. Now, as you can see, these are all with a white background. If you want, you can select one of these: deep sky blue, fuchsia, light sky blue, lawn green, or orchid. Let's go deep sky blue, and let's go with 2 boards. And the background is the same. Every time you refresh these, the background color does not change. And hopefully your printer can print full bleed, which is color all the way to the edges. If you select a different color, then that's the color that comes out, and no matter how many times you refresh the page, the background doesn't change. But we do have one here called random color. So it'll pick a color, white included. No, not white included. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So any of these 5 colors will be selected. And this time, if you want new images, the background can also change. I mean, it does at random. So at random, it could still be the same background color, but every time you refresh the page, you can have a different background color as well. And that's how it goes. You're always going to have a randomized background color. You can select a specific background color or just leave it default white. And there you go. You can find this on my Etsy page. My Etsy name is Loteria956, and I will post a link on this below.